All right, hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing? My name, as always, is Emily. Welcome to more Spider-Man Miles Morales. For some reason, the game was muted, but that's okay. We fixed it. All right, this may very well be the last Miles Morales stream, because there's only 3 story missions left.
Your mom texted. She's working on this building, then heading down the block to evacuate people closer to the plaza first.
You still gonna help?
Totally. As soon as I find Finn's latest new form setup.
All right, away we go. Out into the afternoon. Or morning, probably, realistically. Or maybe early afternoon, who knows?
Think he's tracking Finn. Should check the app while I'm waiting to hear from him. See who needs help.
It appears that nobody needs help. Because everything's done. Yep, everything's done. But apparently, I have just hit max level. So that's neat. I still don't have... Am I gonna get skill points for those, though, I wonder? Maybe nowhere. Maybe, those two are just out of my reach. I wonder if there's anything on the map. Yeah, there's something. There wasn't anything on the app, so... I've got another malfunctioning chopper. Another vertebrate in trouble. I saw where the gunfire was going, so I thought that's where the bad guys were.
Don't let him mess with the signal! I'm not letting you crash the helicopter in Manhattan!
Ouch. Ouch. I got a little cocky. Why do you folks with the swords get to dodge out of the way of all my shit? Okay then.
Okay, time to worry about the transmitter.
Not quite. Now I've got room to worry about the transmitter.
Need more transmitters like that one.
You want to bet? Yeah, you can have it back.
transmitter next.
Wait, yeah. Derp. And then I can move on to the next one.
Gotta take down more transmitters.
I bungled that one, but it's fine. Oh, nobody here has a sword? Cool. Makes this easier.
Gotta take out the transmitter.
Alright, here we go. And we're done.
That's it. Helicopter will be okay.
Even though the guy in the chopper wants me dead.
Hey, I found Finn's setup, the Oscorp Science Center. It's closed for renovations.
Oh my... Our energy converter that won the middle school science fair. That's how she's gonna finish making the new form unstable enough to blow up Roxxon Plaza.
Whoa. It's like she picked it to get back at you.
Maybe she did. Thanks, Genki.
It's my job. Speaking of, time to help your mom evacuate Harlem. Later.
Okay. Oscorp Science Center. Finn needs to know what'll happen if she goes through with her plan. And if she won't listen, I'll take the new form. Destroy it if I have to.
Yeah, but the last time you destroyed Newform, you kind of blew up a bridge. So, just be more careful next time, I guess.
Whoa! Hey! Not cool!
You know, people, like, have to live and work here, right? These dipshits are out here firing rocket launchers.
Corporate kidnapping squad down!
You know, I'm starting to think that the flailing may not entirely be because he's still learning.
Batten down the hatches, folks. The long presaged storm of the century, one heck of a blizzard, is blowing in. Make sure you're stocked up on supplies. My loyal listeners will already have plenty of Jameson's jerky, guaranteed to last longer than radioactive fallout. Meanwhile, if you're planning on taking the in-laws to visit Trinity Church, I got some bad news. Parts of this sacred local landmark are now rubble, following yet another skirmish involving Spider-Man and the Tinkerer. Thankfully, Roxxon was able to secure the scene quickly. The current whereabouts of either masked menace are unclear. But right now, that's secondary to the fact that Roxxon has generously offered to pick up the cost of Trinity's restoration, even though the damage was caused through no fault of their own. That's the kind of selfless giving we need more of this time of year, folks. Roxxon just made my nice list. I'll give you 3 guesses who's on the naughty list. And they all start with Spider. An ending man!
Cheap knockoff Spider-Man impersonator.
Excuse you, I'm a very expensive knockoff Spider-Man impersonator. With more superpowers than Spider-Man.
Hey, Spider-Man, happy Hanukkah. Whatever you celebrate.
Alright, sorry about that.
Abandoned subway tunnels. Guess a good thief needs a good hideout.
What am I doing? It's back to the beginning. I assume that this is going to be something to do with Finn. Alright, how we doing? What are we doing?
My mom bought him this at a flea market. It was a joke about... can't remember.
Not Finn. Aaron.
Uncle Aaron's got tabs all over the city. He must have been building his network for years.
Which reminds me, we got all these collectibles from him. Or about him and... Okay, it's just the samples, so there's no mix or anything. Okay, that's all I wanted to find out. I didn't know if collecting them all would give you like some kind of a musical collection or something.
Always making upgrades. I definitely got my suit patching skills from Uncle Aaron.
Open the locker, you say.
Sequencer? Sampler? Vintage? Oh, has to be him and Dad's equipment.
Yeah, it looks like a whole bunch of spray paint over there.
He was always way better at guitar than me.
Everybody's way better at the guitar than me.
He used to come to our place for dinner all the time. Guess he never learned to cook.
Made you something. Could CP safe. Use the sounds of the city.
Use the sounds.
Oh, right. So there actually was a mix.
Frequency lock? Something new every day.
Hey, kid. Hope the suit fits. You asked why me and your dad stopped talking. He was investigating the Prowler. It led him to my clients, people like Simon Krieger, Wilson Fisk. Dad couldn't afford to make enemies like that. Not with you and Rio in the picture. So I told him. Hoped he'd back off, and he did. For good. He didn't want me around. Didn't want you to turn out like me. Hope this suit helps you be better. Take care, Spider-Man.
Thank you, Uncle Aaron, for everything.
I like this suit. This suit's nice. Means there's only one left to unlock. Well, I mean this one, but that one's New Game Plus only, so... Oh well. I don't think I've ever used this one. Where's the one that I hated? This one. Yeah. I mean, there are elements of it that I like, but... I'm just saying, I would not buy this action figure. Yeah, I think, might as well stick to the... Well, no. I don't know. I'll try this one. I haven't done much with it. I haven't done much with most of the suits. I'm guessing there's, nothing else insofar as side quests out here? Nope. Can I open the app? There we go. Nope, nothing there either. Cool.
Check the marker. Some dudes stole a car and are being chased by the cops.
Now's not the time to get stage fright, Billy! I've never done this before! This is your last warning. Pull over! Oh, God. I can't do this! You better manage!
Car chase.
Faster than it looked.
Spider-Man!
Where's the truck? There's always a truck. There it is.
Guys, this car is busted. It's not worth it.
I'm gonna enjoy this. Time to die, fake.
I am not a fake Spider-Man.
You're dead.
Learn to drive and not steal cars.
Yeah, that'll show him.
Yeah, you are getting better. Slowly but surely. Your quips are improving.
Come on, Finn.
It's Finn. Leave a message, and I'll listen to it eventually.
It's Miles. I know I'm the last person you want to talk to right now, but you...
Whoa. Well, that was unexpected.
Sorry about this, nephew.
Oh, Claire, are you gonna sell me out again?
Can't let you go back out there. Let Krieger and the Tinkerer kill each other. Go back to being Spider-Man when the heat dies down.
And what? Just hide down here? I don't get to pick and choose when I'm Spider-Man. I gotta stop Finn.
No, you gotta survive. I've been trying to teach you that, but you don't listen.
You want me to survive so bad? Why sell me out to Krieger?
Wasn't a sellout.
Yeah.
I'm serious. You were never supposed to get caught. Krieger broke our deal.
You want it back in the family, and that's the best you could do?
I saved your life.
You threw me in a cell!
To protect you.
Like this is protecting me?
Damn it, Miles! I'm not gonna lose you too.
And I'm not gonna let people die just to save my skin. You underestimated me.
Damn it, no! Don't fight me on this!
I don't want to, but I can't stay down here.
Then I'll do what I have to. Keep you safe.
This cloaking tech, I need to short it. This isn't about me at all. It's a
Hang on, itchy. Sorry. You know you get like a really bad itch and you just have to scratch it immediately. Like I always get that problem in my ears while I'm wearing headphones.
you. You're afraid.
Don't you turn this on me!
You sneaky boy.
When are you gonna understand that I have to fight for this city?
When are you gonna understand you can't do that if you're dead? You don't realize I'm the only one trying to save you.
And I'm trying to save everyone else.
You think you can beat the Tinker? Rockstar, you can.
I have to try. What the?
You got tricked. Rockstar counter. Did your mentor teach you about picking your battles?
He taught me to put other people ahead of myself.
Yeah, shit.
Stay back, nephew! You don't get how
Oh,
the
shit.
real world works. Dog eat dog.
Not if we make it better. Gotta stay away from those things.
Yep, sure do.
Without your power, what are you?
You don't get it. You never fought for anyone but yourself.
Maybe that's why I'm still alive.
Yeah, but if you want to get back in the family, you should put some thought to them as well. I gotta get perfect dodge. Ouch.
Let someone else risk their life to stop the underground. Ah! Throw yourself at enemies you can't beat. Know who else did that?
Don't say his name.
You want your mom to bury you too? I won't let you.
Holograms? More tech from your buddies at Rockstone?
I adapt. You can't keep up. I told you you can't keep up. You're naive, nephew. You're the kid looking up to Spider-Man.
No, I'm the kid who knows people are looking up to me.
Get back.
Ow.
You were never gonna accept me as Spider-Man. The risk I gotta take?
You're right. I'm done letting my family die trying to play hero.
There we go.
How far will you take me? You're gonna kill yourself proving you deserve that land?
If that's what it takes.
I'll do what I have to.
Oh, come on, Aaron.
Come on, get yourself away.
Man, please, don't do it. Throw your life away.
I'll do what I have to, just like you.
Dude is playing super dirty right now.
Give up on this, young man.
That was a waste.
I never wanted to fight you, not you.
Ooh.
You can't counter every trick. There's too many. I made so many excuses.
I know I messed up. I let you down. We're family.
Family? That didn't stop you from lying to me, manipulating me, fighting me? Being family isn't enough anymore.
Doesn't have to be like this. You, me, hating each other? That's how it happened between me and your dad. I don't want to repeat that.
I don't either. But I can't be the person you want to turn me into. I can't turn my back when people need me. I have to be better than that.
All right. Oh yeah, the other suit that I don't like.
Genki, my uncle just kidnapped me. Locked me up.
What? Dude, are you okay?
I had to fight him. Then I told him we're done. For good.
I'm sorry. That can't have been easy.
It's what I had to do. I'm headed to the Science Center. Call me if things get bad in Harlem.
I will. Good luck, Spider-Man.
I just randomly thought about spiders, man, again. Spiders, man. Thousands of spiders who think they are Peter Parker.
Need to try Finn. Again.
This user does not accept calls from this number. Please hang up now.
Seriously?
Whoa! Hey, not cool!
Oh, this camera is extra close. Like, get a little bit of distance between Miles and the camera, please.
Outnumbered and still came out on top.
Well, I've already got all the upgrades I can get, so... Let's go. Let's do it.
You see him close renovation, and the underground moves right in. Finn's gotta be inside.
Hope I can be there to see the explosion. It'll change everything. Vince ran the city for years. I'm fine. I'll be okay.
You were at the Opera House. New form.
I said I'm fine. Shut up.
Get away from me or suck it up. We don't have time for this.
But that was weird. Okay, no one else over here. That's good. Still see more snipers, though. Oh good, the stutter came back. Just what I always wanted.
Imagine if he pops back up and finds out we killed his protege.
Not an enemy I want.
We would have gone after him eventually. Both of them.
Okay, cool. Yoink. Look, those masks are protective. Right, and then got another one over there with a friend. Okay. Says safe, so I'll go for it. And into the water you go. Oh, that person just drowned. Alright, cool. Doing well, doing well. Now I've said that and I jinxed myself forever. Okay, another sniper. Well, that was unexpected. Wonder where he went. Or where they went, I suppose. Hi! I think somebody else just jumped over there. Yeah, but he went down. Cool. Alright, so I knew that I would have to fuck it up eventually. I mean, it's just me we're talking about. I don't like the camera has suddenly decided that it has to be right on top of me. Ooh, no, 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 no. You can have that. I don't want it. Ow. I don't seem to have a whole lot of health there for a second.
Same kind of barrier they had at Gym Theater. I need to drain the generators. In those shacks, which are locked and powered down. Need a new power source.
Well,
Like
you know,
that giant spinning mobile.
we can at least tether. Oh wait, you want me to yoink it? Okay. Ah, you get to go for a ride.
Yeah, this'll work.
Oh wait, that's got a thing on it that I can tether. Tether to what though? That's the question. Doesn't look like it'll tether to that. It's on the wrong side of the building.
Bet I could web the nodes to the mobile. Conduct electricity. Just need the webs to reach. Webs won't reach.
Alright. Maybe this one will.
Got it. Sticky and conductive.
Lovely.
That's one. Feeling good.
We've got 3 more. Okay. So where's that gonna connect?
You two have to share.
Oh, alright. I was thinking that, but I wasn't sure. That was ultimately the point. Now I'm definitely not sure, because you got this thing in the way. Oh, wait. Alright, I'm only a little bit dumb. I promise.
Oh, this is gonna work. Yes.
Alright, cool. Wait, yeah.
This is working. A couple more.
Alright, just one more.
I saw one more. Can't believe how well this is working.
Don't
Gotta
get
be
too
behind
excited
all
there,
that.
Miles. Oh. I guess I must have, There we go. Must let go of the trigger a little bit for a second there. Job done.
Oh, sweet. Time to break the Underground's toys. Finn? You here?
Surprised this
Winning
thing's
the
still
science
operational.
fair, getting to show off our converter here. We were so proud.
This place is closed for renovations, so why does it seem quasi-abandoned?
Finn? Come on. We need to finish this. You and me. She's got to be with our project. Down that hall.
What hall? Also, I noticed that the ladder over there was wobbling when I came in. And that's a little bit fishy. I'm joking. I'm sure it's fine. Probably nothing. It's probably just a small bug.
Come on, Molasses. I want to see our project while we're still young.
Speaking of small bugs.
I'm coming. Hey, where'd they put us?
I've got the museum map on my phone. Our project's in a special exhibit on the top floor. Can't wait to see our names on the little sign, like real scientists.
Today, Oscorp Science Center. Tomorrow, every major museum in the world.
It is so dark back here. Why did she stop? I don't know. I don't understand.
Since the mid-20th century, scientists have envisioned human habitation beneath the sea. Looking out your window, someday you might see the brightly striped clownfish, or even the menacing anglerfish.
I'm naming that one Howard. You name one.
Leviathan.
Love it!
I too have often fantasized about living under the ocean. And then I had thalassophobia, so that doesn't work.
Algae farms are the key to sustainable, healthy living beneath the sea. Commercial and industrial algae cultivation is already used in a number of products, from colorants to pharmaceuticals.
I wonder what algae tastes like.
Probably kale.
Ugh, I hate kale.
I like kale.
I'll have you know I'm also very good at fixing our office copy.
Make a really good soup with kale.
This model combines the design of a submarine with the deep-sea integrity of an unmanned underwater vehicle. Oscorp's prototype would unlock new possibilities in humanity's ability to explore.
You and I gotta get one of these.
Bet we could build one out of a vacuum cleaner and some old tires if we put our minds to it.
Think underwater living sounds like science fiction? Think again. Underwater habitats have been used around the world since the 1960s. This model proposes a permanent residence beneath the waves. Today, New Yorkers are building up to save space. Tomorrow, we could be building beneath the sea.
Pass.
What, you scared?
Of sharks, the dark, tiny enclosed spaces? It's a no for me.
Yeah, it's kind of like living in space. I mean, if something breaks, everything floods and you stop breathing. That's real shit your pants terrifying territory right there.
When's Rick gonna get here?
He just texted. Said he was headed into the subway.
So it could be anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours?
Basically.
The Earth is bigger than you think. 95% of the Earth's oceans remain unexplored and could be the next frontier in human habitation.
It's weird to think how little we know about our own planet.
This dive suit is one of the first developed in the early 18th century. The first pressure-proof diving suit was developed with salvage work in mind. Today's suits such as these are used by salvage workers, scientists, and explorers.
Think they'll let me try it on?
Would love to see you try to walk around in that thing.
Can't be worse than those shoes you wore to the spring dance.
Oh, come on. Yours were at least an inch higher than mine. Let's go to the main hall.
Howdy, chair kicker. Aside from your apparent snafu, how's it going?
It's amazing. Trust Oscorp to shell out and make this place cooler than it has any right to be.
Wait till you see the Land Rovers upstairs.
Okay, look, all the rest of this stuff is I mean, it's mostly fine, but then, like, for some reason, looking in here, just, I can't see the back of it. And that's freaking me out a little bit. Like, something about this. I never had this problem when I went to aquariums as a kid. What happened? I'm doing okay. I'm honestly kind of looking forward to tomorrow being my day off.
Let's go to the main hall.
Also, might be
Special
finishing this
exhibits
tonight,
upstairs.
which is
Here's
surprising.
the elevator.
We've got time to look around first.
I mean, I figured this game would be shorter, but I didn't think it would be quite this short. Yeah, exactly. It is Thalassophobia, but like, oh no, what you're thinking of is Submechanophobia, which I guess I kind of have to an extent. Like,
It
only
was nice of your dad to drop us off.
only to the degree of that, like, it goes along with my Thalassophobia.
We would have gotten here faster if we turned on the sirens.
Definitely would have made an entrance.
Government and privately owned spacecraft explore our planet, solar system, and galaxy. To communicate with them, scientists use radio antennas to send and receive messages across local and interstellar space.
Oh, I bet the sound quality on these are dope.
Not from space.
This model proposes a terraforming and housing initiative on Mars, our closest neighbor in the solar system. This community is designed to draw on abundant water and counteract low temperatures, making human life possible on the red planet.
It's like a whole little community on Mars.
Needs coffee shops and street art.
I grew up in the woods. I'm perfectly fine staying here.
Using a shape memory alloy, For memory metal, Oscorp scientists created this prototype of a metal that could change its shape while maintaining integrity. One day, memory metal could be used in many types of machinery, and even in your own home.
Whoa, check it out. Metal that changes shape.
I like the idea, but it looks kind of basic. Bet it could be improved.
So is that where her programmable matter idea comes from?
Architectural innovations are the key to human survival on extraterrestrial planets. This model home would protect human inhabitants from the low temperatures on Mars.
Check it out. You want a house on Mars?
Sure. If I could bring my mics, audio setup, sampler.
They won't let you take all that.
They will if they want good music on Mars.
I would live on Mars if we could totally terraform it. I don't know, man. Like,
We had to drive 2 hours to see something like this.
Considering we spent an hour and a half.
I don't like the idea of trying to live on what basically amounts to an M-class planet. Pardon me. I want breathable atmosphere at the very least. And, you know, trees and water would be nice.
Ooh, we gotta play.
Oh, come on. It's just button mashing.
So you admit defeat?
Never.
Oh, faster!
Come on, Rocket Buddy.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come
Go,
on,
go,
come
go, 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 go. Gotcha. Found something I'm better at than you.
Not for long.
I mean, assuming said biosphere has trees, I'd be okay, but like... I don't... Like, this here in the center was just like... Where it's just like rock with like little tents built on it, little science yurts. That's not my bag. I would not be comfortable there. Sorry?
Solar energy, already popular on Earth, could provide heat and electricity for space stations, shuttles, and extraterrestrial settlements. These Oscorp stickers show how flexible and affordable solar cells can be. Go on, take a sticker.
Ooh, shiny.
Ooh, shiny? Those are portable adhesive solar panels.
Ooh, portable shiny.
This Oscorp rover, adapted from models currently used on the moon, can be operated as a manned or unmanned vehicle. Used to carry minerals and find water sources, the Oscorp rover would make exploration possible on Mars.
Scans for minerals, carries people across toxic wastelands. What can't it do?
Can you imagine driving this thing down 5th? Move, pedestrians.
Anything else I can poke at here?
Would you ever move to space?
Yeah, look, is that spacesuits?
Only if my family came too.
And or diving suits? I feel like those might be a reference to something, but I'm not sure. Right, hello, lady with the big hair.
Do you have tickets for the special exhibit?
Oh, our project is on display. Didn't think we needed tickets.
You do, and we're sold out. Can't let you go upstairs.
Thanks anyway.
All right.
So we need another way in.
She said there's no more tickets.
Right, but see that door? The hallway behind it wraps around to the elevator.
Can't just break in?
We have to. They're taking down the exhibit tomorrow, and then we'll never see it.
That is a little bunk.
Locked.
I recognize that kind of lock. If you shine a light at it, it'll open.
The flashlights on our phones would work, but they won't reach.
They will if we find a way to slide something reflective under the door.
Like the
Reflective.
stickers.
It'd be nice to find something mutable.
Mutable? You mean changes shape? Look at you breaking out the fancy vocab.
Shut up.
I'll take a sticker. Give me a sticker.
Oh, hey, look. Solar mirrors. And sticky on the back.
Perfect for tricking a light-sensitive lock. Take one.
Now we need something we could slide under the door.
So we just gonna steal a sheet of the memory metal? Yep, looks like we are.
We're gonna have to be super sneaky. Shape memory alloy. I could change the shape on the museum map. This stuff is crazy. Think it's a metamaterial? That's it. Take it. Don't let anyone see.
Got it. Let's go.
Oh, man. Sorry.
All good?
Peter! Otto!
I'll attach the sticker. Let's get that door open.
Look how the external tools interface directly with the command module's computer. We could recreate the idea, but with a neural interface.
It would overload our central power.
Not if we integrated it over the entire mesh, from multiple entry points.
Do you think you can handle it?
With enough time and a lot of coffee? Absolutely.
I'll supply the coffee. Well done, Peter. I couldn't do this without you. We should probably head back to the lab. We've overstayed our lunch break.
Oh, Doc, I'm so sorry, but I've got to take the afternoon off. It's an emergency.
Again? Peter, is something bigger going on? Perhaps at home? You know you can talk to me about it.
I'm fine, but I'm sorry to run out on you again.
Not at all. Work will be waiting when you get back.
Thanks, Doc.
Integration over the mesh. That boy's mind never stops. Oscorp Science Center. Huh. Norman can't build anything without making sure his name's on it.
That's,
This is either genius or really, really stupid.
If we open our own research lab someday, that's what I'm naming it.
Genius or really, really stupid. For all your R&D needs.
Yeah, it was Dr. Octopus back there, who, if you didn't know, and if you weren't here for the first game when I streamed that, that's, the voice actor who plays Rigby on Rod and Regular Show. Which, amuses me to no end.
Tell me when the sticker's pointed at the sensor, and I'll turn it on.
No one's looking at us yet. Gotta hurry.
Hang on. I know what to do. Nope, wait, had it. Okay, so that's not gonna work.
We gotta try again.
Okay.
Need something else. No, not quite.
I mean, do you want to try aiming the flashlight from a different angle? You big dongus. And I can only rotate so much, Finn. There we go.
That worked! We did it! That was awesome. I'm gonna miss doing stuff like this with you.
What are you talking about?
Hello? You'll be at Brooklyn Visions next week. I won't.
I'm not gonna vanish off the planet. We'll still hang out.
You'll be busy.
Not that busy. I'm gonna make time for us. Seriously.
Okay. Ugh, this is getting mushy. Come on, let's head upstairs.
Sorry, don't mean to keep running into you. But also, you don't seem to have very good pathfinding.
You coming?
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Miles.
Hi, Mr. Davis.
Finn says hi.
You kids having fun? Make sure you get a picture of your project.
Dad, it's not a big deal.
It's totally a big deal.
Okay. We'll get a picture. Love you, Dad. Bye.
This
That's
is
the
it.
most awkward phone
Our
call in the
project's
world.
in the back.
Think they got a converter all hooked up?
Otherwise, what's the point? They'll need to feed biomass in, though. Maybe hook it up to a trash can.
Biomass, huh? Ooh, stuff.
Nuclear energy is the key to our future as we explore interstellar space. Fuel efficiency and transportation will be vital components in reaching and settling planets at the far reaches of our solar system and beyond.
Oscorp nuclear reactor. Rick's working on something that's supposed to make nuclear energy obsolete.
Do we get to know what it is?
Nope. Roxxon's keeping it super secret.
Hang on just one second. My headphones are all kinds of torn up. I need to replace them. But that's gonna cost money. But for now, I just get to sit here and fiddle with the padding and hope for the best. Do anything with this?
Oscorp's
Nope.
funding the coolest research.
Is that your dream job? Oscorp scientist?
Nah, can't see myself at a big company, but the R&D would be cool.
Cultivating agriculture in nutrient-enriched fluids, what we call hydroponics, could make farming in space a reality.
Wonder if they can grow flowers in space.
They're probably more interested in food. Why? You trying to impress someone?
I like to be prepared. In case I get a crush on a cute astronaut.
Okay.
Alright.
This engine, used in the Apollo space program, is one of the most powerful inventions that uses liquid fuel. Today, Oscorp is building on that technology to maximize fuel efficiency, making deep space exploration possible.
The most powerful single nozzle liquid fuel rocket engine ever made.
I'd love to build something like that.
Well, you are an engineering wonderkin, so
Not yet. I still haven't read everything.
go for it.
One of humanity's greatest accomplishments came from the Apollo space program. We reached the moon. Since then, scientists have dreamed of traveling beyond and someday settling our solar system.
Lunar module from the Apollo program.
Hey, we can name our time capsule after that. How many Apollo missions were there?
17, I think.
Apollo 18. I like it.
Our project.
But that's taken by a mediocre found footage monster movie about moon spiders that disguise themselves as rocks.
The Oscorp Science Station, positioned at one of two stable Lagrange points between Earth and the Moon, could one day be a permanent home for human scientists and explorers.
Man, it'd be so cool to live on a space station.
I need to get that picture of you in our converter for your dad.
Oh, wait! Would you look at that? Genuine award-winning scientists.
No one told us we were in the special exhibit. Ticket only.
How'd you get in?
I bought a ticket. How'd you get in?
Not important.
Hey, huddle up. We need a picture.
You gotta be in it too. You helped us get it working.
Okay, fine. Scoot over. All right.
Say alleles!
I am not saying that.
Finn, you need to know.
I'm done listening to you.
I had to tell her what happened to the reactor.
You'll bleed just like any of us.
Don't let her follow the Tinkerer!
You never should have put on that mask!
Well, I did. I have to put up with you people. Okay.
Go ahead, try and get up.
Ouchies. Of course I missed.
Can't stop the underground!
Oh, I don't know. I've been doing a pretty good job so far. You guys are way too dependent on your gadgets.
Oh, come on! This is my favorite museum!
You can't stop us, Spidey! Spider-Man's hurt!
Jesus.
Keep going!
For fuck's sake, let me hit you.
We're gonna tear you apart!
Got something for you!
There we go. That did it. They always say that, and they're always wrong. Yes, you are. Don't kid yourself. That was easy. All right, there you are. Here you go, you can have this. Anyone else?
With the underground!
I need to get to Harlem. Now. Before Finn destroys the reactor.
Cool.
Yankee, talk to me. How's the evacuation going?
Bad. Rocks on and underground are all over. It's like a war zone.
Are you safe? My mom?
We made it. There was about a dozen people.
You're breaking up. Where are you? Yankee? If you can hear me, I'm on my way. Hang tight, man. Please. I've never seen a storm this bad.
How bizarrely fortuitous that a climactic storm should happen during such an intense moment.
Yankee, can you hear me? Yankee! Hang on, guys. I'm coming. Okay, let's take.
He fell down! Target is airborne!
Of course Target is airborne. Target is Spider-Man. Did she think I was a snowball?
Forte in the barbershop look okay. But I need to push the fighting away from here. Camila! Are you with Caleb? Are you okay?
See, we're with Gloria, but kid, this is bad. It's the crisis all over again.
It won't get that far. I won't let it. Keep your heads down so I secure the street.
Yeah, this is an awful lot of combat happening in a largely residential neighborhood. A residential area, I guess. Neighborhoods aren't just residential, are they? Owie.
Keep it grounded!
Oh, you're done. Okay, cool.
More guys on the rooftop. They're fighting everywhere.
Come on, Miles. Oh, you. Ready? camera is so close tonight. I know there's another one. Where did they go?
Yankee, I'm headed east. Where are you?
Hiding in Taylor's bodega. It's really bad. You gotta get...
They're in Taylor's bodega. I'm close, but I need to take care of Roxxon and the underground before the streets are safe. That's our apartment building. Please don't burn down. Getting lost in the blizzard. Need to head towards the gunfire.
That shouldn't be too hard. Lasers lighting up the night left and right.
Roofs are clear, but not the streets. Tails bodega's up there. Man, I hope Spider-Man's okay.
You're mine now!
Seems like this is the heart of the fighting. I gotta stop them here.
There are just so many dudes. Too many dudes. Too many dicks on the dance floor. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Where'd all these guys come from?
I'll go after the little guys because I can refill my my finisher meter that way. And that makes the big guys a lot easier. Yeah, there's only one little guy left, and I don't think I'm gonna get what I need from that. There we go. Guess they're paying more attention to my
Yankee!
health.
Yankee, where are you? Can you guys make a break for it?
Who's that? Someone there?
Guys! Guys! Listen, hey! We need to get out of here. But I can only carry some of you. What? She started already.
Spider-Man sighted. Get out of here, young blood! You've got more important things to do.
He's right. Go. We'll get people clear.
I'll be back.
I know. Okay, people! Check every door! We don't leave anyone behind!
Especially, I really appreciate the music in this moment.
You don't know what you're doing!
They deserve what's coming to them!
No! The reactor! Krieger changed the specs. You're not just gonna destroy Roxxon Plaza. You're gonna vaporize all of Harlem.
I'm not gonna let you lie to me again!
You're too late.
can't let you do this.
I can't let you stop me.
Okay, this is gonna be fun.
See what the reactor's doing?
Destroying Plaza! Tearing down Krieger's monument!
Yeah, also destroying Harlem and half of New York.
If the plaza melts down, it'll take Harlem with it.
Who said you that? Krieger? I read.
I don't want to fight. We'll talk. After I disable the reactor. Finn, look! The reactor's still going critical. Soon we won't be able to stop it.
No! I am not running away again! You are the one person I needed on my side!
I am on your side. We can take down Roxxon with what we know about Newform.
It won't work! No one cares! Just get out of here! Leave! Please! I don't want to do this!
I'm not leaving, Finn. You can help me stop this. Or you can kill me. Your choice.
Get back here!
I was chasing you!
Did you feel that? We have...
Oh, hey, Battle Royale, my favorite. Just wanted to chime in and let you know, so don't worry. We're gonna be just fine if this building explodes. Hell, we'll be fine if all of Harlem explodes. I mean, do you have any idea what kind of insurance we've got? Gotham being the victims of a terrorist attack? Get Roxxon Plaza. Coming soon, Roxxon City. All right, later, kids.
I have to stop him!
Not like this!
No, that didn't work.
I know about the promise you made to Rick, but he wouldn't want...
You can't beat me!
I know you
Maybe
feel
not, but
those
I'm gonna do everything I can.
Help me stop this!
Quit moving!
If I did that, you'd hit me.
You wanted the truth? Here it is! Rick would have hated that you turned into the Tinkerer.
Shut up! How do you move so fast?
Because I'm Spider-Man.
Every chance to leave. Don't make me kill you! You can't win! Why do you keep fighting?
Because... I'm... Spider-Man. Death Wheel! Okay.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Keep dodging! See if it helps!
I mean, it has so far.
Need to. That goes.
Ooh, cheeky.
I keep moving.
not standing still. Problem is, though, she seems to move faster than I do.
It's over, Miles!
Yeah, I know.
I'm done listening!
You never started!
Ouch. That was my face.
You won't stop me!
Then I'll go down trying.
This shouldn't be happening!
I can stop it!
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Pardon me. I don't think she's okay.
Not much time. I have to
I'm getting weird
further.
flashbacks to the ending of Mass Effect 3.
To hurry. It's gonna blow. Any minute.
I mean, I'm scooting as fast as I can.
Almost. There. Come on. No! Ben! Don't look! Get them far away. I can't hold this in much longer.
It's okay. You can't just let go. Let go.
And he's dead.
No, please. Oh, Miles. Oh, God. Say something.
Is everyone okay?
We're safe. All of us.
So young.
Hey, get out of here, kid. We'll take care of them.
Did you see his face?
You did good, Spider-Man.
Thanks.
Who is he?
That guy? He's our Spider-Man.
Come on, those are clearly deep fakes. They're deep fakes. You understand me? Do you have any idea who I am? I will own you.
Yeah,
I will,
yeah, we know who you
I
are.
will own you. Do you hear me?
It was nice to see a
friends.
billionaire face
Simon Krieger
consequences.
is in
For
prison.
once.
Aaron Davis, aka the Prowler, flipped on him and Roxxon. Davis will serve time, but could get a reduced sentence. I think we can all learn something from what happened in Harlem. Together, we're stronger. And that having your own neighborhood Spider-Man is pretty great.
Yeah, we did
Looking good, Haley.
City on my back, I'm committed. This is where we come from. Yeah, we made it. Now the whole team celebrating. We like, One, two. Forget the things you probably thought you knew. A new day is approaching, turn the gray skies into blue. I grew up on these same routes, school of hard knocks.
So I wonder how many people actually saw his face from the neighborhood here.
The whole team is winning, celebrated. The victory is all mine, and everything's alright.
I know I should probably be talking over this, but like I'm kind of blank right now. I apologize.
I see you around.
This part's gonna get muted. Hey, Peter's back.
Man, I still can't get over that suit. So cool.
Gotta be me.
Yeah, you do. Pete, does this job ever get easier?
Some of it, yeah. Some things never get easier, though.
Roxxon did this uptown because they saw us as disposable. Me, Rick, Finn, all of Harlem. I think part of our job is making sure they can't get away with it.
We'll add it to the Spider-Man oath. Go time?
Go time.
Okay, again, I knew, I suspected this one was gonna be shorter than the first. I didn't think that I would finish this last stream here in less than 2 hours. So, oops. Now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna replace this with on the schedule. Granted, I've got all day tomorrow to figure it out, I guess, but pardon me. Pardon me, goodness. So, for one, I hope that Rio wins her election, since we haven't found out anything about that specifically. Also, the explosion up in the air like that, I mean, I'm sure that there's still going to be some lingering repercussions from that, right? Like, it may not be as much of a public health crisis, but I feel like there's still going to be some, like, residual illnesses happening. And I did really appreciate the line about, he's our Spider-Man. Because, like, I've said it before. I did really like Miles Morales in the comics. And then Spider-Verse happened. And now he has his own game. And I hope he gets another one, because, again, this one was... It was good, but it was short. And I kind of wanted more. But again, I think they kind of hurried this one out a little bit to get it as a PS5 launch title. Which I'm not playing on PS5. Obviously, I can't afford a PS5. And even if I could, they're kind of sold out everywhere. Pardon me. But yeah, I hope they make another one with Miles, because like, I feel like he deserves more. To Brian Michael Bendis, Sarah Pichelli, and all the Spider-Man writers and artists over the years, thank you for showing us that no matter who you are, where you're from, or what you look like, we can all be heroes. In loving memory of a noble king, Chadwick Boseman, his honor, strength, and compassion will reverberate for generations to come. Wakanda forever. Gotta say, I was not expecting that. Pardon me. Oh, I thought there might be one of these. Hello again, Harry.
Residents of Harlem are still feeling the effects of the recent citywide uprising of the group known as the Underground. While the Roxxon Corporation deals with a rash of lawsuits, newly elected City Councilwoman Rio Morales
she did win.
addressed the media yesterday to make a plea for additional public funds to assist with the...
Vitals are good, circulatory system healthy, brain activity normal.
He's been in there long enough.
Kurt?
Mr. Osborn, I understand he's your son, but his
I want him
disease could...
out. Kurt.
But we may be underestimating the potential danger.
I said, get him out! Now!
Okay, so, It doesn't look like the Venom symbiote, but there has been a theory that since there is kind of a black goo inside the chamber there, the pod, whatever you want to call it, that Harry Osborn has basically come in contact with the Venom symbiote, and they still haven't followed up on that, obviously, because we would have seen it by now in this game. So I guess they are gonna make another one. So I guess at some point I'm probably gonna have to get my hands on a PS5 if I wanna see where this story goes. And also, we had Kurt Connors there, aka the Lizard. So, yeah, we had three supervillains in one room. Pardon me. Pardon me again, goodness. But like I said, I like the line about he's our Spider-Man, because Miles Morales being black and Latin has such a huge effect on kids of those demographics. Like, to quote John Leguizamo in his Latin History for Morons, which you should definitely watch, by the way. That is hilarious and incredibly not entertaining. It is entertaining, but like that's not the word I'm looking for. It's got a lot of information that you don't really hear about, like, the history of Latin people. But like, to quote John Leguizamo in Latin History for Morons, if you don't see yourself outside yourself, you feel fucking invisible. And so, like, that's why representation is important. I'm probably preaching to the choir here, but, like, that's why I think Miles Morales is such a big deal. Because, like, obviously we have Falcon, we have Black Panther in the movies. But now, thanks to Into the Spider-Verse, and now this game, hi Kira, we have a black Latin Spider-Man, and like you should have seen, there were so many stories that came out after Spider-Verse about kids who, oh wait, shit.
Unbalanced youth, Jared's age. Wait, you're how old? Good heavens, man, get a real job. About this friendly neighborhood Spider-Man app. They claim this young Spider-Man can do anything. Well, I just used said app to place an order of saganaki from my favorite Greek restaurant in Astoria, specifying I wanted it delivered fresh and in the traditional Greek manner, set ablaze in front of it. We shall see if our boastful boy Spider-Man can fulfill this.
Here you go, Mr. Jameson. Gotta go.
Jared, call 911. Spider-Man's broken in and is killing us with fire. Oh, darn, this isn't delicious. Go to commercial, Jared. I got some feasting to do. Oh no, you should have ordered your own. This is mine. Mine, Jared. Out.
Okay, but yeah, I saw so many stories after Into the Spider-Verse came out where, like, little black kids were so excited because Miles Morales exists and is now a part of the broader cultural consciousness. Because, like, back when Miles debuted in the comics, it was during Marvel's Ultimate phase, so, like, early 2000s, like, around 2001, maybe. And, that was before the comic craze really took off, before it became cool to be a nerd. So, like, not a lot of people knew about the character, but now, thanks to Spider-Verse and thanks to this game, like, I literally remember seeing videos of, like, this one kid who, walking out of the theater, got so excited and literally said the line, "Spider-Man looks like me." And I mean, how else do you say it any better than that, right? That's why representation is so important. Excuse me. Bless you. Don't know if you heard it. Little Kira just sneezed. Cutie baby. Yeah, I mean, I can't speak much to the experience of Black and Latin people in the U.S. I've never really had much association with that experience. I'm a white girl who grew up in the woods in Tennessee. But I mean, obviously, good representation is important no matter what your demographic is, except for like obviously straight white men. We kind of see them everywhere. Sorry, Pete. It's the baby. It's also not just for vulnerable people, it's also good for the rest. Studies have shown that people tend to form parasocial relationships with fictional characters. They stop having trouble empathizing with people of other races. That is also true, yeah. Yes, that's something I hadn't thought about, but that's another reason why a character like Miles would be important. I can definitely see that. Or why it's important to get good Asian representation. Like Genki's not bad, or Ned in the MCU Spider-Man movies, or to a degree Wong, I guess, from Doctor Strange. But he's I don't know. He's kind of more of a like a bizarre comic relief character. I don't know. And still, it hasn't been broached yet in the Marvel movies. They keep talking about it, and supposedly the new Thor is going to delve into some gay representation. So if it happens, then that'll be cool. And I'm still waiting for us to get start getting some decent trans characters in movies, right? I mean, call me selfish. I just feel like we don't get a lot, and what we do get usually isn't very good. Like, I recently heard that the Danish Girl with Eddie Redmayne is a fucking horrible film. Like, apparently it's a fictionalized. The movie is fiction based on a book, which was also fiction, about a real person. And, like, the movie, I mean, for one, on top of doing what every trans movie does and casting the trans character with a cis actor of the gender they're transitioning away from, because subconsciously, or not even necessarily subconsciously, but society only sees trans women as men in dresses. Let's not beat around the bush here. Pardon me. But, like, the whole film made it look like this woman was very selfish and her wife hated her for it, which is not factual, apparently. No, I haven't seen the film. I'm going off of, like, third-hand information here. Off of, like, 4 different YouTube videos about the movie. But, like, I don't know, man. I just feel like media is catching up to showing minority characters, both racial and gender and romantic and sexual, but like taking it sweet fucking time doing it, right? Don't appreciate that. We should try to speed this process along somewhat. Because I know we're always going to have those dipshits on the internet screaming, "Get woke, go broke." Which, I'm just throwing this out there. Captain Marvel got woke and made over $1 billion at the box office. So, suck it. But the biggest problem there, and I'm not the first person to say this, and I definitely won't be the last, is that a lot of what Hollywood makes, insofar as the box office is concerned, comes from the Chinese market. And so that means that they can't put good representation into these movies, because if they do, they can't easily edit it out for that Chinese money. Yet another example of how capitalism isn't great for the average person. Kira, baby, make up your mind what you want here. Silly girl. Sweet kitty. Pardon me. I wonder if I can skip these, because, like... wait, there we go.
Goodbye, Finn.
Congratulations, you have finished the main story, but the adventure continues. You now revisit previously completed missions with mission replay in the pause menu, or previously completed Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man activities in the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man app. You can now change the time of day in the options menu as well. You start a fresh adventure with ultimate difficulty for added challenge, or start New Game Plus to restart with all your gear and skills and unlock new ones. Good luck, hero. Okay. Did I unlock the suit? I did not unlock the suit. You have to complete the Cat's Pajamas side mission. Is that marked on the map, or do I need to get that from the app? Oh, that might be it. I do still have one more suit to unlock. Yeah, I'm not a great communicator. Like the best I can do is ramble and hope that I make a point. So I hope that the things that I was saying during the credits were coherent, if nothing else.
Not too busy. What's going on?
I just left Trinity Church. And I was thinking about Finn. And...
Tell me about it.
She saved my life. And yours. Everybody's. But she's the one who put us in danger in the first place. After seeing what happened to Rick...
Pardon me.
I get why she did it.
People are messy. Take your Uncle Aaron. He's the reason Krieger's in jail. And he helped us get people out of Harlem. But every time I look at him, I think of all the pain he put your dad through.
Yeah.
You don't need to make a judgment on Finn's life, mijo. Or her death. Just remember who she was, and why you loved her.
You always know what to say.
That's my job. Call me back if you need me. Entiende?
Sí. Te quiero.
What are you doing?
Nothing, I swear! Things moving on its own!
Found the source of the hack. 3 of them.
All right. Let's go beat up some needlessly violent teenagers. Well, needlessly criminal teenagers. You and your fucking swords. Ooh. Sneaky.
All right, now for the transmitter.
What a little key rock.
2 more.
If you're not already on the Discord, on my server, you totally join my server. If for no other reason, you can see pictures of my pets, my kitty cats. Like little Kira here, who is sitting on the desk, giving me the cutest look. Okay, I can't. There we go. Alright, I should have saved that. In case I need it for the big guy over there. There we go. Nope. Damn it. Oh, for feck's sake. No, not the big guy. Go for the little with the gun. Doofus. Oh, there's 2 big guys. Great. No way this can go wrong. Oh. Oh, goody. Oh, wait, no, he's back.
Gotta take out the transmitter.
Come on. There we go.
That's 2. 1 more. Hey man, you good up there?
Still don't have control. It's not fighting me.
Okay.
Goody, there we go.
Time to worry about the transmitter.
Okay. Helicopter unhacked.
Onward!
Roxxon's still after you. You should get out of here. Consider it repayment.
Like a little bit of a broken record here, but I am just kind of shocked.
Great news. Roxxon's prototype labs in Manhattan are kaput. And so are their reactors.
Finally! With the labs and Krieger gone, feels like Roxxon's butt has been firmly kicked.
I bet they'll be staying out of sight for a while.
Good. Because I don't want to drain any more reactors.
You said it, buddy. But I'm glad we were able to do this together.
Me too. Until our next adventure?
Which'll probably be 5 minutes from now, right? Deal.
But not adventure so much as crime. Ow. Oh, well, that was quick. Whoa! You just shot your own dude!
Done. Hope there aren't any more convicts loose.
There's probably a few. Yeah, I like I said, I feel like a broken record, but I'm shocked that I've basically completed the game. I mean, there's still this one activity left, which, if I'm right, will give me that last suit. Aside from that...
Hey, app users spotted a break-in near you.
We are pretty much done, I guess.
Spider-Man? Seriously? It's just a break-in! Don't you have better things to do?
Come on. Robbing someone during the holidays? Not cool.
I'm a leaf on the wind. Watch how I soar. There's a reference next to nobody's gonna get.
And I better not see you committing crimes in my neighborhood. Like, anywhere in New York. Again.
They're almost there. feel like it's taken us ages to swing this far.
Hey, Miles. I'm catching up on, yikes, backlog after being away for a few weeks.
No rest for the Spider-Man?
Nope. Speaking of which, I'm not gonna be swinging behind you, constantly looking over your shoulder now that I'm back. I trust you. And I have some stuff I should take care of.
Like what? Can I help?
I need to find a job. Freelancing with the Bugle was great, but I'd like something steady.
Have you thought about teaching? You're pretty good at it.
Honestly, no. No. Maybe. I'll think about it. Call you soon.
Yeah, and if you and MJ are back together, then kind of gonna need the cash. Working with Dr. Octavius isn't an option anymore. Oh, this isn't the bodega. This is home.
Really need to sleep. Just a quick nap.
Pardon me. Apparently this mission is called Memory Lane. Wonder what that's gonna mean.
For Mom. It's a clue for a scavenger hunt. Dad and I used to do these. Did she make a new one?
Happy birthday, Miles. Ready for the best scavenger hunt ever? Here's your first clue. Facing the park with the world on our shoulders, we guard the next clue.
I'm gonna check this out. See what Mom put together.
What's up, little Kira? She's going crazy.
Should get out of here. Check out the natural museum.
Hey, baby. What's up? Oh, but you're gonna miss the best suit in the game. All right, you go on. You have a wonderful night. Like I said, the stream is basically over anyway.
I haven't been to
so,
the museum in forever. I think the last time was with Finn and Dad. Those trips are really fun. It's weird to think about now.
Oh man, that's great. I mean, he'd love that. Gonna tell him now. You're a good one, Spider-Man. See you soon.
Tails great, man. I love that guy.
Wonder what the rest of that conversation was. Alright. Here we are at the bodega. Although, actually, there's another suit that I never wore.
Hey, good to see you. Been telling everyone how you saved Spider-Man.
You ready to swing, Spider-Cat?
There it is.
Great.
I got the new suit. Get it, Spider Kitty.
Stop some crimes, you two.
Get it, Spider Kitty.
What you get up to?
Hate to leave you hanging.
Hey, yo, Spider-Man! Looking good, dog!
Bye.
Oh, hey.
I hate that I had to finish the game to get this. I hate that I couldn't have had this at any point during the story. Ooh. That's unusual. I don't know what she sees or hears, but little Kira is going crazy back there.
Get off our back! You're running out of room! Pull over! Keep going, boys. Just gotta make it to the state line.
That car's swerving like crazy. They'll hit something.
Or even worse, someone. I gotta stop them.
Warning, pull over. We got a clinger.
Come on, Spider-Cat. Gotta say, this does not seem like it would be a very pleasant scenario for the cat to be in.
Were you hiding in the bushes? A nearby cafe?
I've heard the cat will actually get out of the suit and fight.
Got something for you. My eye on you.
I don't know how true it is, but I'm kind of excited to find out. He does! Oh, I love it!
That's why you shouldn't run red lights.
That's why I wanted this suit so bad. It was because I read that the cat would get out and fight with you.
Just because it's not Christmas anymore doesn't mean you
Oh boy, we're gonna have to go back and screenshot that later.
Hey y'all, it has been a good week for Harlem. Spider-Man stopped the Tinkerer, Rio Morales was elected to city council, Roxxon Plaza is closed for good, and Simon Krieger is in jail. Boo! Ha! Bonus, I passed my citizenship test with flying colors! Still love you, China. Gonna miss your candy. Okay, back to business. In an attempt to save face, Roxxon's board released all of Krieger's personal documents. Memos, emails, real fun stuff. While I'm combing through those docs and waiting to hear Triple J eat crow on air, I'll be playing unreleased, pre-recorded casts. Fresh material coming in a few weeks, and in the meantime, remember to sing to your plants while you water them. Seriously, they love it. Okay, bye! See you soon!
Okay, Natural History Museum. Clue on the postcard said, facing the park with the world on our shoulders. We guard the next clue.
I mean, it would have to be this then, right?
And honest, another postcard under here.
Hi,
This
it's up
one's
the
of
Empire State
Building.
You'll find a
It's
pair
up
of
the
blind
Empire
eyes.
State. You'll find a pair of blind eyes. There's a flash drive attached.
Hey, big man. Happy birthday.
Oh my God. Dad.
Scavenger hunt seemed like a fun way to celebrate 6.
Okay, hang on. I've gotta... just, if nothing else, just screenshot that for later.
Tour down memory lane. Remember that summer you and Finn forced me to take you to the museum every weekend? Here's a secret. I love those trips. Used to be I felt guilty you didn't have any siblings. Things with your uncle are tough now, but I would have never made it to 18 without you. Anytime I'd see you with Finn, I'd feel less guilty. You have a sister, her. With Finn, and now Genki, you'll always have family in your life. Love you lots, big man. See you at the next clip.
Wow. Haven't heard his voice in so long. I hope he left more messages with the rest of the scavenger hunt.
Hey, sleepyhead. Did you find my note?
Yeah, I followed the clue and just heard Dad. Did you do all this?
Just the setup. Your dad made the clues last year. I know it's been tough since the move. Thought hearing from him could help.
It does. Gracias, Ma.
De nada. Have fun with him. And remember, I'm here if you need me, Miles. You can tell me anything. Te quiero.
Te quiero.
Spider-Cat in the backpack trying to catch snowflakes. I am unreasonably happy about this suit. I get a Spider-Cat.
The donation stand's being robbed.
Can't let that donation stand get robbed.
Spider-Man! Stop everything! Take him out! Got you now! I'm not gonna go out like that! This ain't gonna end well! That's it! Gloves are off!
Okay, so Spider-Cat does not jump out of the bag for every finisher, it seems. But the fact that he does at all, it still makes me ridiculously happy.
I can see the headlines. Spider-Man, present protector. Or
Why does he keep unmarking the postcard?
something less corny.
I can't thank you enough.
You ever need my help?
How does that kitty stay in that backpack? Especially when he's waving his entire front half out like that. Wait, shit. I was hoping that I could get, I meant to go into photo mode, but I used the wrong button. Ah, boy, the stutter's back.
Listeners, you all know that I pride myself on truth, integrity, and facts. I've been tough on this new Spider-Man since the disaster on Breakaway Bridge. For good reason. The kid screwed things up so bad, even the original model would have blushed redder than his costume. The classic one, not that ugly new thing. But today, I must also acknowledge that the city is rallying around this youngster and proclaiming him a hero. With an unstable energy source on the verge of wiping Harlem off the map, this youthful Spider-Man reportedly stepped in and saved lives. Or at least that's what his supporters want us to think. The real truth is that none of this would have happened if he hadn't donned a ridiculous suit and started swinging willy-nilly around the city, performing reckless acts of violence. Hero? More like zero? Ha! Jared,
Slipping,
open up the
Jonah.
lines. I want to hear from those who agree with me. Jared, I said open up the lines. What do you mean they're open? Well, something must be wrong. Folks, we're having technical difficulties. Please stand by.
I just love watching that little cat. Ow.
Empire State Building. Let's check the clue. High atop the Empire State, you'll find a pair of blind eyes.
Well, that's definitely not what I wanted. Okay. Ooh, Avengers Tower. Like I said, high atop the Empire State, but I wonder exactly where that means.
Maybe the clue's about the binoculars on the observation platform.
Yeah, that'd do it. Ah, Jesus Christ. My hair is annoying the hell out of me. Just letting you know what all the noise is about. This isn't an observation platform. Also, geez, I need to run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Sorry about that. Kitty. That'll do. Whee.
That really him?
Yep, that's really me. And my spider cat.
Spider-Man?
There's so many of you here.
Bet I can sell this.
There we go. I figured it would be out of order since it said Blind Eyes.
Modern Art Museum in Greenwich. I remember that place. Find the fossil hiding among the modern. Don't forget to look up.
5th grade field trip. Empire State Building. I chaperoned. Never agreed to wrangle a bus full of 10-year-olds, son. Took us 3 hours to get here, and when we did, who showed up? The webhead himself, Battling Vulture. As soon as we stepped off the elevator, we had to turn right back around again and evacuate. The thing I remember most, though, you wanted to stay. Told me, Spider-Man needs our help, Dad. You're a born hero, Miles. Don't ever lose that fighting spirit. See you at the next clip.
Born hero. I think I learned to be a hero from watching Dad. I miss him. Especially now.
That cat is gonna puke all over that backpack. That's all I can think. Let's fast travel, because this next one's a little bit far. Just gonna take a nap on top of the train.
Miles! I did it! I figured it out!
How to safely split an atom from the comfort of your own home?
That's next on my to-do list. No, Speed Nonagon. Collision model is updated, projectile physics is fixed, frame rate stabilized. It's awesome now.
Which means I can play it?
It still needs textures. Sound effects, music, VO.
I'll write the music. I could probably do sound effects too.
First we improve and design our own spider suit. Now we build a mobile game empire? We're unstoppable.
Never doubted it. I'm not doing spider things. When I get home, I'll set up a task board, start tracking out sound effects you'll need. Ooh, and sketching out a score.
Yeah, woo! Can you feel that? That's me fist bumping you from afar. Later, dude.
Okay, Modern Art Museum. Find the fossil hiding among the modern. Don't forget to look up.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Hey, doesn't the museum keep a fossil on the balcony facing the river? Worth
You
a
think
look.
this one?
Next clue.
Oh,
Boom.
there it is.
Looks like I'm going to CODB's. Where money is king, you'll find great tunes hanging among the lights.
I had to practically drag you and Finn to the Modern Art Museum the first time you came.
Where is this place?
What do we care about splotchy paintings? But the moment I knew, we had to show you kids that there were different ways of looking at the world. Sometimes radically different. When I saw you two in front of that psychedelic Angela Davis portrait, heads craned up and all, I knew you got it. All that orange and gold. Don't think you ever realized the world could look that way. That you could look that way. Like royalty. Proud of you making it this far. Let's see how you do it the next one.
Ben and I talked about that trip for months afterwards. Mom and Dad really knew how to inspire.
Yeah, I always really liked going to museums as a kid.
Hey, there's a break-in happening near you.
Yeah, alright. Come on, Spider-Cat. Go stop a break-in, then we can continue our scavenger hunt.
Looks like those guys busting the door now.
Spider-Man? Seriously? It's just a break-in!
Come on. Robbing someone during the holidays?
You ain't doing that to me! I dare you! Gloves are off!
In this cold?
Come on, guys! We can't lose to this poker! Let's see you dodge this!
You guys should abandon your life of crime. You're not good at it.
And the scavenger hunt continues. Although, again, the game seems to have decided to unmark my objective. My earlier question still stands. How does that cat stay in the backpack? Especially like that.
Miles, I just pinged a feast truck for you. It's getting robbed.
That feast driver's not gonna last long against those robbers.
Stay out of our way! That's not all of them!
Just stay down. I'll
It
handle
never
this.
is.
Picking us off! You'll pay for that! Get the spider! Grab him, he came for!
No way in hell I'm letting you in.
Why is the underground robbing a homeless shelter? Honestly. I would love to, but the game's not letting me target him.
Hand over the goods now!
Damn it! We're here for the good! No way in hell I'm letting you in!
Gotcha. Not you. There we go.
That's all of them. You can come out.
Hey, cool.
I'm all right.
Alright, CODBs. Let's hunt. Hanging among the lights. Maybe it's between the lights and that speaker.
What speaker?
Thanks for the distraction. Now, I am finished.
Meowdy?
What's up, little man?
Another Christmas gone.
Later, Spider-Man. Call me when you're ready to get serious about Orlando.
Here we go.
Oh, there we go.
Lobster Bill's. Dad's favorite restaurant.
Nestled beneath Stuyvesant lives a monster of a good meal.
Spent half my youth at CODBs with your uncle.
Alright, 2 lobster bills.
The musician he loved played at this quaint little stage. Aaron even got up there once himself. Didn't do half bad either. When he finally told me about his night job, this is where he took me, to soften the blow. He poisoned the place for me. Never took you here because of it. I regret that. You'd love it. Just like I did. So, how about this? Find a show you want to see. Anything, my treat. Come out here and your old man will show you how I used to bust a move. Next clue's all yours, Miles.
Dad was gonna bring me to a show. I need a minute after hearing that.
I figure most people would after what you're going through right now.
Hey, bro. I read MJ's front pager about some Karya.
Not while you were swinging, I hope. Sorry. Scolding mentor mode, downshifting. What did you think of the article?
The article was great. The pictures? Where did they get this Peter Parker guy?
I'm sure MJ asks herself that all the time.
So how was the trip? Did you have to suit up while you were out there?
Nah. Sable handled it like a champ. Her and her wild pack. I mostly got to stand around taking pictures.
Sounds like a nice break. As much as a work trip can be.
Oh yeah. I'm feeling refreshed and ready to do some next-level Spider-Manning. And clean out the gutters at my house. Being a homeowner is glamorous, let me tell you.
Sounds like it. I'll let you go. Talk soon.
Alright, crime.
Not bad. Last store I hit only had
That
nickel.
looks like a robbery on some rack job.
Spider-Man! Damn it! Thought we'd see the last of him! What the hell? Show me what you got, freak! Need some help! Got your back!
he's letting me win. I just win.
Convicts are down. How many of these guys are still running around?
Too many, clearly. Lobster bills!
Lobster bills. Holy ground for Dad.
Like, can I get that, please? There we go.
I know this place. The art space on the Upper East Side. No letter enters this artsy castle without stopping at the gate.
Woo, boy. Lobster bills. Home away from home. Always reminded me of your Graham's kitchen down south.
Wait, where's the next one? There it is.
Took your mom here on our first date. Just about every date after that. Even once when she was pregnant with you. And she went and saved her right there. I blame the Cajun shrimp. She was less of a fan after that. But I'm not gonna lie, son. Some of those nights working late, oh yeah, I'm stopping in for some pride. Don't tell your mom.
Mom totally knew he was stopping here. Let him have his secret. They were a good team.
Woo, boy. Lobster bills.
Just heard this.
Away from home. Always reminded me of your Graham's kitchen down south. Took your mom here on our first date. Just about every date after that. Even once when she was pregnant with you. And she went into labor right before the start. I blame the Cajun shrimp. She was less of a fan after that. But I'm not gonna lie, son. Some of those nights working late, oh yeah, I'm stopping in for some pride. Don't tell your mom.
Now's not the time to get stage
Yep, gotta say, I've never really been a fan of Okra.
This is your last warning. Pull over.
It's that Spider Kid! Spider Man!
Tried it a few times at school, but it really did it for me. Of course, you know, that was when I was a child. My tastes have definitely changed since then. I say child, I'm talking about like middle school mostly. A little bit high school. And here comes the truck.
Seriously?
Always a truck.
Personified road rage has friends?
Taking you out! Taking you down! Never liked him anyway.
And then why were you in a gang with him?
Take the Band-Aid to mess with us!
Wrong button.
That's why you shouldn't run red lights.
I had a thought. Yeah, right, I was talking about okra. Generally, main point, I've learned to appreciate vegetables a lot since then. Like, even pretty recently, I hated tomatoes. But this year, I've really learned to love tomatoes.
Voicemail. Number's blocked.
Hey, Miles. I know you're gonna hear a lot about me. Things I've done, now that I'm serving time. I cut a plea deal, so it shouldn't be more than 2 years. But getting out early, it's not why I gave up Krieger. You told me you had to be better. And that meant looking out for other people, even if it cost you something. I don't have a lot of practice. But I'm trying. Thanks, kid, for making me a better man that I could be on my own. Take care out there.
Love you, Unc.
There was another crime on the minimap there, but it seems to have disappeared now. So I'm just gonna keep swinging. I never did look into who that voice actor was. The guy who plays Aaron. Sounds really familiar.
Heads up. The Underground and Roxxon are trading shots near you.
There's the art space. Okay. No letter enters this RT castle without stopping at the gate. Next clue. Nice. Oh, CJ Walker Park. I know this place, up in Harlem. Beneath the hoop where you learn to fly, your journey comes to an end. Man, not ready for this to be over.
Middle school graduation. You and Finn joked it felt like a royal coronation when we saw the art space building. Your mom and I were so proud. Our son and our almost daughter graduating at the top of their class. I know it made you sad, both of you, go to different high schools. But Miles, I'll tell you, the friendships you make in New York, real ones, those are best. You and Finn will find each other. Maybe a few years down the line, maybe a few decades. One for the left. But you can't wait to get to the end.
And I did find each other again. Just not the way Dad thought.
Okay. Oh, you're a sword dude. Dad explained it. That hurt. That hurt a lot. Kitty! I can't get over the fact that the cat actually comes out of the backpack to fight. Why is this short girl still up? Honestly. Yeah, it is gonna hurt, but not me. Always is.
Got him. One street side shootout stopped. City protected.
I wonder... Hang on. If I go into photo mode... Yeah, selfie mode. Little kitty pops out of the backpack. Make himself more visible. I love Spider Cat. I can't help it, I just love cats. And all things cute. And Spider-Man. How could I not love Spider-Cat?
On this very special episode, I'm joined by newly elected Councilwoman Rio Morales of Harlem, who has been instrumental in the effort to scale back Roxxon's expansion plans following the revelations that they endangered New Yorkers with their highly unstable energy source, Nuform. Welcome, Councilwoman.
Thanks for having me, Mr. Jameson. I have to say, I was surprised when you reached out to my office.
My producer, Jared, was insistent that we have you on. Something about needing to broaden our demographics, especially after your recent appearance on another, much less popular show.
Oh, yeah. Danica Hart was wonderful.
My listeners would like to know, how do you plan to bring prosperity to your community? I think I speak for everyone when I say it's an area that has struggled for quite some time.
True prosperity isn't brought in from outside by huge faceless corporations. It comes from sustained investment in the people that make our community so special. It's true that folks here have struggled, but that's only because they've lacked advocates in City Hall. I will be their voice. And my hope is with that support, the city and the world will see that we're a vibrant area full of brilliant artists, kind people, and now, even our very own Spider-Man.
About that, you are now a publicly elected official. You are obligated to serve according to a constitution, laws, and time-tested ethical requirements, which I'm sure you respect. How can you reconcile that responsibility with your support of a vigilante who isn't bound by any of the same safeguards?
Spider-Man is not our enemy. He's a New Yorker like the rest of us, and he's just trying to do what's right. And if you ask me, he couldn't be doing a better job. That doesn't replace my obligations to my community, nor anyone else's who serves in a public role. But I do sleep easier every night knowing that he's out there, helping us all pick up the slack.
I'm happy to spend all day arguing why that sleep could easily become a nightmare. But we're out of time. And your approval polls are very high. So I'll just say thank you, Councilwoman. Jared will be sending you some lovely parting gifts, including my J. Jonah Java, the decaf substitute doctors like mine are insisting their patients of a certain age drink. If you down it fast, you almost believe it's real coffee. Jameson out.
I would drink J. Jonah Java.
This is it. C.J. Walker Park. Beneath the hoop, where you learn to fly, your journey comes to an end. And this is the last one. Man, so many memories.
And so we come to the end. C.J. Walker Park. Remember when we played ball here in the summers?
I assume I'm about to.
Your uncle showed you how to take it to the rack. Well, I demonstrated how to throw it down with authority. Don't think I'll ever forget watching you and Finn trying to alley-oop to your mom. This place reminds me that as crazy as life gets, only one thing really matters. The people you love. You, your mom, Finn, Genki, even your uncle. Keep the folks you care about close to your heart, and you'll never go wrong. Happy birthday, big man. You are my reason for being brave.
Not ready for that.
Happy birthday, Miles. Congratulations, you made it to the end. You are the reason that I'm brave. Love, Dad.
Hey, Miles, what's up?
Hey, Mom. Just finished a scavenger hunt. Thank you so much for putting it together. For a little while, it was like he was back.
He never left, mijo. I love you.
I love you, Ma.
All right. So I think that's it. That's everything. Pardon me. Aside from some stuff, it is only accessible in New Game Plus. Pardon me. But I will not be streaming New Game Plus. It'd basically be the same thing over again, just with all the suits unlocked. But yeah. Like I said earlier, during the credits, this one was good, but it was short, and I really want another one. I really want more. So yeah, I guess this is where it has to end. There's no more game. It's all done. So yeah, thanks everybody for coming and hanging out for a while. Hope you had a good time. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. Pardon me. And y'all know the drill by now. Follow if you like what you saw. You want to see more. Subscribe if you want. Get yourself some emotes. Hey, there's the spam bot. Showed up right at the end. Fuck off. And report. Gotta start reporting these dudes. Pardon me. Yeah, like I said, follow, subscribe, all that jazz. If you want to support streams, you can check out you can check out the Patreon. Big thanks as always to everyone who pledges over there. Aaron Thompson, Hugh C. Tanner, and Jenna Abel Bradford. Really appreciate those folks. You could have your name on that list if you pledge at least $1, which you should definitely consider. I did the math, and with Patreon being my only income, I make 5 cents an hour. So, I'm just saying, no pressure, but you could help with that. Maybe eventually, I'll get up to minimum wage. If you don't want to do the whole monthly thing on Patreon, you can check out my coffee page, where I got a tip jar under the video here on Twitch, or I got a merch store, where you can get this awesome design on t-shirts, stickers, mugs, bags, phone cases, throw pillows, all that cool shit. Pardon me. And Teespring has a promo going on right now. Use code MERCH, M3RCH. You can get 10% off in any store on Teespring without cutting into the profits of the store owner. And you can get some pretty cool swag in the process. So, with all that out of the way, with all that said, oh yeah, forgot. I always forget, join the Discord. I got a Discord server. Go join my Discord server. You know you want to, you nerds. There's some cool people over there. And not just me. I'm not just talking out my ass. There's some cool folks over there you probably enjoy hanging out with. So, with all that out of the way, now I'm done. I'll say again, thank you everybody for coming and hanging out. Hope you had a good time. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. And now I hope you all have a wonderful evening, wonderful morning, wonderful day, night, whatever time it is where you are. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now, everyone.